bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.
Alright, well, I'm back, kinda. Decided to take a day, come up here and sort some things out. It's a warm day, but the wind is blowing a little bit and the leaves are falling like snow. It is crazy, they're everywhere. It's fall, I can't believe we this far down the line. But yeah, the other day we had our first freeze, so I decided to come up and I put the charger on the lead acid battery and making sure it's fully charged. When I did that, I noticed that for some reason the DC to DC, the Renogy charger, is not clicking on. I don't know why. When I was messing with it though, I went and I sat back down at the helm and I was messing with the key and I was like, damn, leaves on my neck. And I flicked, I heard thunk and I'm like, what? And I looked down and it wasn't a leaf, it was a gigantic red spider, big fat thing. And thankfully it didn't bite me, but it did freak me out a little bit. You know how that is, like once something crawls on you like that, you kind of freak out about it for a couple hours afterwards. But anyway, I didn't have any tools or anything, so I just shut everything up and went back to work. But I decided to just take today and come up here and try to sort some things out. It's been so long since I started this project and then the pandemic and got busy with work and everything that a lot of the stuff I don't even remember. I don't remember what I did or what still needed to be done, or I have stuff that I bought that I forgot I bought. Or trying to figure out, like, it's a mess. Like one of the things we need to fix is the tilt, and like I said, I can't remember if we fixed that or if we didn't fix that. I know there was a loose wire. It may have come loose again with the whole wire and harness cut thing, which we had to fix. Which I was gonna check and see if that maybe had something to do with why the DC to DC charger. Anyway, just gonna take a day and get these leaves off the boat, clean things up a little bit, try to figure out where I'm at. As for getting on the water, I don't know. We're heading into the Christmas now and I'm starting to get orders and it's getting spotty and not feeling great. And then gas prices right now are pretty ridiculous, so it'd be pretty expensive to fill this thing up and run it. But I don't know, we'll see. But basically just gonna take a day and see what we got. All of this. Oh, I'm gonna have to repaint it. This thing is filthy. Yeah, I go through $50 a year on tarps. Rusty sludge coming out of my boom. It's making quite a mess on it. A lot of this stuff up here is stained. There's some stuff falling on it, but that's okay because, especially like right here, I'm gonna have to go over it. It's like good right now, but there's days that I was up here trying to work once and I slipped and fell and slid all the way down to here. And we're not doing that again. Just a heads up, one of the projects coming up is I'm changing this setup. Got an interesting new anchor option. Anchoring option. So, yeah. falls in these leaves, you can never find them again. I guess this was a bad day to do all this. I'm spending more time pulling my leaves, falling into my stuff out than I am working. You can see how much this thing is stained just from sitting here. Never ending. So this is our DC to DC charger we had installed. Let me get the key. Usually when you turn the key you can hear that click. We got nothing. But the ignition's on. What trips this is the ignition wire coming on. So the first thing we're going to do is see if we have power to our ignition wire. And right now it does not look like we do. So that was pretty quick. We got power here. It's so hard to get into this stuff. Nope, so we do have power. So it should be on. So we have a problem. So yeah, that's our accessories on. That's our power coming from. Interesting. That doesn't make any sense. That's our power from our lithiums. We should have power here. I think it might be this wire. We have no power right here. We should have power right there. So hopefully it's not the charger and just we'll replace that wire. But I just stabbed that wire right there and we should have power there and we don't. So it's a short little wire. I don't understand. But we'll pull it off and see where we're at there. So that's out. We have no power. So the wire that brings power in from the cranking battery, which is how DC works, alternator pumps the juice to the cranking battery pumps the juice into here, and it regulates the lithium batteries. If you hook your lithium battery straight to your alternator, you're going to have a fire. It will burn up that alternator. It doesn't know when it's charged, so that's why you have to have this converter. But that's what our problem is. So we'll pull this off. That's a thick wire. It make no sense. Oh well. We'll test it too. So if you look in there, I grabbed this piece and it's basically corroded off. I don't know how that happened. I have to get some different connectors, but yeah, that's definitely what caused our problem. You can see the corrosion on there. You can see it on my hands. But yeah, as soon as I took the tape off and I pulled that broke off. Yeah, you can see it. Because now, plug it into that wire. Yes, they're corroded somehow. The other side seems fine. I don't know, weird. Alright. One thing I did buy was new stainless steel screws and bolts. God, these things are expensive. Luckily I bought them a year so ago when they weren't quite as much. So we have our wire. Let's dig, I think in this box, yes. Crazy, the color difference, even being down in there, the color difference in 2 years. The problem is, I don't know if I have these ends. Oh. These I bought a year or two ago. Makes much more sense and will probably last longer. These are heat shrink, so that should help seal it and keep it from corroding so much. Yeah, we got one in there. Oh dang, look, I didn't bring it. And bring a knife, and then yes, this one should go over the battery terminal. The wire's probably good, it was just the end, but we're doing it, we might as well go with a new wire, right? There it is. My pocket knife that is normally always in my pocket is down in the shop. And we still have a piece if we need it later. This. We got a new wire. I bought a little torch for the heatsink. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, just get back down here again. Like I said, best way to get fit and broke by a boat. This contortionist crap. We got power. So let's see what happens when we turn it on this time. Oh, I'm cramping. It clicked. So it is on. Yep, and now the light, there's a little green light on. Whew. I'm glad that thing did not get messed up. And that's all it was. So, anything else, we did accomplish something today. Whew. Okay. Like I said with the radio, I don't know what the heck happened. I was, it was working fine. I came in here to do something. It was on, and I tried to connect my Bluetooth earphones. I had Bluetooth headphones, and I tried to see if it would connect to my headphones since it was Bluetooth, but it connected to my phone, which was connected to my headphones. It screwed up, and then it shut off, just like watched itself shut itself down and never would start again. I don't know what in the world would caused it. I tried pushing the reset button. I've tried unplugging it, plug it back in. It's been off for months, but if we take this one, I just got this one. Yeah, that's on.
Help us on the telephones, even serve meals, and we appreciate that so very much.
The problem I have now,
as well as all those that partnered.
It's not the wiring, it's the actual radio. That one works fine. This is the original one. This one was nice because the main reason I got it was because it had a camera that you could attach to. And what I had planned to do was, when anchored in certain areas and staying on the boat, I could hook the camera up outside so I could see what was outside without opening a blind or a window, because if something was going on. But it doesn't work. That thing was expensive. I think it was 50 or 60 bucks. It does not work anymore. So anyway, the problem I have now is this one has holes in the side that I could run the bolts into and bolt it up in this old bracket. This one does not. There's a smaller hole and nothing I have on my shop or in this boat fits those. So I decided what I'm going to do is build a box or something here that this can go into. But yeah, there's no way to screw it on that way. Yeah, it's just weird that it just stopped working like that and will not come back on no matter what I do. So that's going to be build a box to fit this is going to have to be a project for another time, I guess. Alright, so this became an interesting situation. This is 2021, the Coast Guard changed the rules. So any boat under 26 foot has to have the shutoff switch. As you can see, mine is just disgusting and not much good. So I went through this whole thing of trying to get a lanyard that would work with this switch, and I had to get this and I had to get a clip and all this crap. And then I figured out, I went to check the switch and somebody has jumped it. So the kill switch in this boat is not even hooked up. So I went ahead and I bought a new switch, and pretty soon that's what we're going to have to do is take this one out and replace it with a new one. The main thing is making sure that it's the right way. There's two ways, there's on and off, and we have to figure out which is which on this one. But yeah, I'm glad I checked it, because like I said, I reach underneath and there's no wire on the back. And then I dug around and there's a plug with a jumper in it. So it must have gone bad and they just bypassed it. But it's the law now. This is 25.5. We're under 26, so the Bayliner 25.5 does need to have it. But I'm getting tired, but we'll get to that. Well, I can't say I got a whole lot done. Getting that tarp back on there kicked my butt. At least what did we accomplish? The DC to DC charger was just a bad wire, and that's replaced. That's working again. The lithium batteries are still 99%, so they're good. Having the cover off today, that solar panel on the bow did get sun and put a little charge into them. The other thing was the radio. We know it's not the wiring. I thought maybe something had gone messed up with the wiring. It's not the wiring, it's the radio. Oh well, not that big a deal. The next thing we need to do, we have to figure out that cutoff switch. I still have to figure out what's up with the tilt. And I have a bunch of stuff I like, projects in the future. Hopefully I gotta get to moving better. This climbing up and down, it's really taking it out of me. I have a spotlight for the front. I have to deal with the anchor. I have some lights that I wanted to install. So yeah, just a couple of things, but today I've done all I can do. So I got to do some more building tomorrow. I have a tree to cut the day after. So I don't know when we'll be back up here, but at least we got a little bit done today, and we know an expensive part's not broken. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing well and life's getting back to normal for you.